There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Hello, this is RobotnikIsSexy, and what do you know? This is a never used match that I had with the one, the only, the BetterEdThanSmeg. This is a YouTuber that I have admired from afar for at least a year. He's British, so therefore his voice sounds awesome, because he has a British accent. And his name is a reference to Red Dwarf, which I am a huge Red Dwarf smeghead, which you probably didn't know, because I don't really talk about it. And, hey, what do you know, the match is starting. And, this is recorded live, and it's a pretty long match. So, it's sped up more than I've ever sped up anything before in my life, so Zangoose looks like he's having a heart attack, and he's got a nervous tick, and, yeah, looks like someone doodled on his chest with crayon, or he was blackout drunk at a party, and people just drew all over him. I had a very tough decision that turn that I should have been talking about instead of what Zangoose looks like. He didn't know this, but I only have ghost attacks, so he pretty much walled me completely. So he could have stayed in and gone for anything. I was really afraid he would set up with Sword Dance. Well, actually, I was kind of expecting that too, because then he would be locked into Sword Dance with his, and he'd be banded. But instead, I trick my Choice Band on his Vileplume. Really unusual move. There's absolutely no reason Vileplume should come out. And we're going to double switch here, actually, which I should have just stayed in and gone for more Shadow Claws, because they're doing a pretty good amount. But we're going to double switch, and huge ball of glare, and I'm actually looking up what Vibrava does on Smogon. It has no sets on Smogon, and yeah, people who use original sets like BetterEdThanSmeg does, you have no idea what to expect from them. Now, he is going to go for a Toxic here, but I do have Natural Cure, so that's not too big of a problem, and I'm just trying to scout out what he's going to do. So, I'm going to heal my Toxic status by switching out, and he's going to go into Dude his frickin' Nidorino, which this Nidorino kicks so much ass, you're gonna see. I'm gonna trick it my Eviolite, or no, I'm gonna trick it the leftovers and steal his Eviolite, and then get killed, because I forget that they can get Sucker Punch, because I honestly have no idea what to expect. But I should have known Sucker Punch would have been included, because Nidoking can learn that, even though most of the time everybody just does, the sheer force thing with special attacks and whatnot. He's going to switch out, and I do have some Smogon speed investment, so I could have actually stayed in and killed him with Earthquake, but I'm going to switch out, thinking he's going to use a grass move. I was really deathly afraid he was just going to Sludge Bomb me, because the switch to Buck Naked is pretty clear. I'm going to Sword Dance, he's going to go into Vibrations, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to Sword Dance again, actually. No, I'm going to go Horn Leech, and it almost kills. That's such a disappointment. I have a +3 here. I mean, maybe I should have an Adamant Sawsbuck, because his attack stat is just really underwhelming. I should have finished him off too, because I predicted his Protect, because I thought, he has Toxic, he probably has Protect. So, he doesn't use Protect, as I set up again, and then he uses Protect. Who the hell does that? I guess BetterEdThanSmeg does. I mean, if you're going to use Protect, you logically would use it right after inducing the status move. So that is terrible. So now I have like a turn or two of poison that I really can't afford, and Buck Naked is basically dead because my health is getting really low. So my sweep is just not going to happen, which is bad. He's going to go into Dude, and freaking, he's going to kill me with Sucker Punch. I'm going to fall for the Sucker Punch again, so that's just lame. Sorry everybody, I let you down. I just get killed by Sucker Punch, which is fine. I was going to die anyway. And gonna go into Boy George here. Now I shoulda misplay of the century. I shoulda used Psychic. I was over predicting here, which is something I never do. But I've started to try to over predict a lot. I've been over predicting a lot lately. I thought there's no way in hell that he's gonna stay in on Gardevoir because the Psychic is coming. So I just tricked off the choice Scarf, and wouldn't you know it, not only does the Hustle Poison Jab do almost all my health, I get the Poison Hack, so that is just ridiculous. I'm going to set up my late game rocks, and he is in with Vileplume, and I thought, you know what, at this point I actually did remember that I had speed investment, because I'm lame, and I had forgotten before, so I knew that Vileplume is really slow. He's going to go into Bonjour, and frickin' I should Sucker Punch his pants off. I should Sucker Punch his little curly shoes. But I'm gonna switch out for some reason and Death Fodder hit this guy, which is a huge mistake. Although it isn't that big, because you'll see. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna frickin' Bad me. I should have Sucker Punched him when I could have. That would have been great. I do think that he is going to go into Zangoose now, so the Skull is great for me. He's going to use Final Gambit. BetterEdThanSmeg. What the hell? His sets make no sense. Like, we had a match before this. He completely cleaned my clock, but he had, because I did this random ass team that was terrible. What did he have? He had a Gothitelle that had Charm and like Kinesis or some shit. Like, I don't know. He just I don't know if he's anti-Smogon or if he just is thinking outside the box. But yeah, so 2 Pokemon are needlessly killed. Wartortle and Gardevoir just don't need to be killed, or fainted, because I could have worked my way around that. Now he's going to send out Dude. I'm going to switch out here, go into Skywalker, he's going to double kick, so that's great. That's going to allow me to do stuff. Although his Golem walls the shit out of me, so that's bad. And Golem is awesome, by the way. Not only does he look awesome, he is a really useful NU Pokemon. Like, a really, really useful NU Pokemon. So, yeah, as you can see, Skywalker is pretty much walled for years, because Doris Unstabbed Earthquake does... Look at that. Look how much damage that does. Nothing. So Skywalker is needlessly killed. I mean, the crit... I mean, it kind of sucks, but, I mean, what? I would just Earthquake again? Or he would finish me off with Sucker Punch. It really didn't matter. I'm actually going to outmaneuver his other Golem, which is really cool. Because I do have some speed investment. I'm going to outspeed him, and my Sucker Punch is going to beat his Sucker Punch, and I guess he didn't know that, so I get to feel smart. And his Sucker Punch doesn't even work, and then I smack him in the face. And now I'm going to Earthquake, predicting him to not use Sucker Punch again, so kind of a 1-2-1 pattern of thinking, if that even makes sense. So yeah, Golem's doing pretty solid, but like I said, I've just needlessly burned through some of my team, and it's gonna cost me, because this is a Hustle frickin' Choice Scarf, thanks to me, Hustle Nidorino, and due to hustle, that's going to take me out. And man, Nidorino for the win. How often does that happen? So that was a great game, and see you later, YouTube.